MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Oakland A's. It's Interleague Baseball next on MLB Network. Mike Fiers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And a good pitch there, as this is for the first out of the ball game. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
Slider laid off for a ball. Yelich is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
Batting third, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Now in the box, Yasmani Grandal. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is strike 2, swinging.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
To 1-2 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Yelich, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Here's a look hook over to first, and the runner back. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runners on first with one down. And yet another throw over, and he'll get back in standing. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Kenna. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Mike.
So a runner at first with two away, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch inside, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Here's the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Laureano going back on it, and that one is gone. A two-run shot that time for Mike Moustakas, and the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Here's Ryan Braun now.
Number 8, Ryan.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball one.
I got a ball.
Bases are empty here with two men out.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Slow little roller to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers do get two on this two-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. Ulysse Chacin, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
So one away here with the bases empty, and up next, the power-hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. First pitch of the at-bat. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Three and 1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that brings in the big power-hitting first baseman Matt Olson. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now a ground ball for Moustakas. This might be 2. There's one. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Eric Thames. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike two. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at multi-dimensional Jurickson Profar. This guy at one point was the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Hasn't come to fruition the way we would have liked, but he is constantly grinding, the ability to play multiple positions and hit from both sides of the plate.
Digging in, Jesus Aguilar. Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. One out, nobody on. One and one the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The count now at 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
He's looking a lot sharper and settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Stepping in now, number 18. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Hit to first. Olsen gloves it. Olsen takes it on his own, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they're on top 2-0. So now it's Mark Canha.
The Athletic.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now. The 1-2. Fouled off. Fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Next up for the A's, Ramon Laureano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Bases are empty. One man out. Outside for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. His lifetime numbers against Chacín. He's gone 3 for 6. Chacín gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. This is on the ground over to first, and that's through for a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Robbie Grossman.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. Davis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. 0-1, here it comes. This is foul right side. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he chased it in the dirt. Grandal gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They're down 2-0. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
1 strike.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
1-2, here it comes. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Outside and low, 3-0.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over. The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll dive back in safely. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Cain runs. Strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Kane stands at second with 2 gone. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Just hung in there on that one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 3 and the A's nothing. Leading off the inning, Jurickson and Profar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses inside, 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
One gone for the A's here in the third. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. That's inside. 2-0.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So striding forward now, Matt Chapman. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
You grind to get count leverage every time you step to the plate, and the hitter took full advantage. Good looking swing right there for the base knock.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Chacin comes set, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. So a full count now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the payoff pitch home. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
2 men on, 2 out, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. First pitch coming, here it is. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he will make the play back there, and an opportunity goes by the boards here as that will end the inning. A's strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
Ready for another chance? Ryan Braun. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Braun. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both of these guys are working right around the same speed, 93 for one, 92 for the other. Stepping in, Eric Thames. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
It was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0 home. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and no one will track it down. And it's 1-2. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Now batting, number 18.
Digging in to try it again, number 18. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Thames at second with 2 down. Takes this the other way to right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
In now, Orlando Arcia, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In the dirt here, and boy, didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And here's a ball hit in the air. Kenna is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
3-0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Here it is, the 3-0. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Ready now, Robbie Grossman. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Kane. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the fly out. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Runners on the corners now with one man gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Josh Fegley. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
3-1. Here it is. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. Looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And there's her first step in the comeback. The sac fly makes this a 4-1 ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. No balls and 1 strike. Chapman, a 25-year-old. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And that misses 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. Line hard. But this is a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Here's the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and 1 man left on. We played 4 full. Brewers are out in front, 4-3. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is low, ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Two 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He went down on strikes last time up. Now a move over to first. Runner back safely. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Laureano facing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and it's now 6-3.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Tanner Anderson, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 53.
Into the box, Yasmani Grandal. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Kenna is there to put it away for out number 1. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Digging in once again, Mike Moustakas. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Swing, and Moustakas sends a drive to right. This ball's got some carry. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Stepping in now, Ryan Braun. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Moustakas leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Takes this the other way to right. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Eric.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Eric Thames. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to the Brewers DH.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Now the 3-0 offering. 3-1 to him now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line towards center field. Laureano is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 6 and the A's 3.
Your
Freddie
attention,
Peralta,
please.
the 5'11"
Now
right-handed
pitching for the
reliever, enters to
Brewers.
take over on the mound now.
Number 51, Freddie Peralta.
Ready once again, Matt Olson. It was a walk in his last
The
trip.
first baseman, Matt Olson.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. One and 2 now, as that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher,
Up next
because
for
you have to
Oakland.
cover both pitches
right
if you're a
fielder.
hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball.
Yeah.
And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. After it is Yelich, but this will land untouched.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 22.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. First pitch of the at-bat. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Stepping into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Jesus Aguilar.
First offering on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
The 3-2 pitch. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, number 18. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. On the ground to the left side. Chapman has it cleanly. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Next for Milwaukee, Orlando Arcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
In now, Lorenzo Cain, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. This is line to left, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is leading off the inning. Chris Davis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Chris Davis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Robbie Grossman. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher, Josh Phegley.
Now batting, Josh Phegley. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
And this is off the corner and low. Ball one. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Here he comes again, 1-2. Good changeup in the dirt, strike three. And he makes the throw to first. Phegley is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He hit a sac fly earlier. Comes set, and the 0-1 is a fastball that misses.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Grossman stands at second with 2 gone. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 3-2 now.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Marcus Semien. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 6 and the A's 3. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Christian Yelich, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Yeah, this last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Stepping in now, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Curveball bounces and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away and it's scored, a wild pitch.
A runner at second, nobody out. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Milwaukee,
Mike Moustakas will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start.
Are you ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
A man at third with one away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Laureano racing back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, Ryan Braun, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Braun awaiting the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Moustakas, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit on the ground to third. Chapman's got it. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Eric Thames.
At the plate, Eric Thames, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. First pitch fastball runs a bit too high. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is laid off for ball 2. And that's in there, 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Brewers get a run on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Brewers 7 and the A's 3. Settling in now, Matt Chapman. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Kane is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
So digging in now, Matt Olson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. Skied into very shallow right. Yelich is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 20, Mark Canha.
Standing in, Mark Canha. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Fouled away. And a full count for Canada now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Another full count pitch home. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping up now, Ramon Laureano. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a called strike on the changeup. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
The count is 1-2.
In the dirt here, and boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. 3-2 to the A's center fielder.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Another full count offering on its way.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. The A's strand 1. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3.
Ready for another shot now. Jesus Aguilar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit hard towards center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Number 18 stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2.
Nope.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Striding into the box, Orlando Arcia. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him, and that misses, ball 1. Runners off for second. Heading out towards shallow right. Kenna has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo King.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Lorenzo Cain hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Behind 0-2 now. Aguilar is off at first with 2 away. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Matt Albers is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Milwaukee, number 43, Matt Albers.
At the plate, Chris Davis. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Hitter, Chris Davis.
Here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. Oh, what a stop!
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, D-Roy, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Albers, a former member of the Washington Nationals, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a 1-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
He's got it. 1 there, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Now batting, catcher, Josh Begley.
Stepping in, Josh Begley. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit high and deep out to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
It's not exactly Fenway Park out there in left field, but a ball off the wall is not a gimme double here either. So even though he almost drove it out of the ballpark, it was well played off the carom. They got it in quickly, and he might consider himself lucky to beat that throw into second base.
In now, Jurickson Profar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. One and one, here it is. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
The batter.
Digging in, Marcus Semien. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Previously against Matt Albers, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Ryan Buchter enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Christian Yelich. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Christian Yelich.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one.
Down 1-1.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Standing in, Yasmani Grandal. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. And he'll snap one over the first. Runner's back. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well outside. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Standing in now, Mike Moustakas, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Yelich is running. A pitch out. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
2 out, nobody on. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Now the 2-1. Hit well towards the hole. Chapman brings it in. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Brewers go down quietly. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Digging in now, Matt Chapman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Matt Chapman.
Here's the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Here it comes, 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Kane on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Olson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is a sinker that misses for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman. Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box now, Mark Canha, previously against Matt Albers. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Olson, base runner at first with 1 out. That misses. It's 2-0 now to the Oakland right fielder.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Hit hard to the right. Foul. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
The 3-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Josh Hader comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Number 71, Josh Hader.
Into the box, Ramon Laureano. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he fouls this one off. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Here it comes, 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, Chris Davis. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Robbie Grossman. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Kenna is on his way home. He scores, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
The batter, the pitcher,
Now to the plate, Josh Begley is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a line drive into left field. A base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Into the box, Jurickson Profar, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base, and 2 men gone here in the 9th. Comes set, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Last strike now for Oakland. Popped up. Number 18 is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Freddie Peralta pitches well enough to get the W. Mike Fiers struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.